Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brett Packmeyer coming from you. If you don't know who I am, I'm a political activist. I'm against the Illuminati, and I'm here to expose our federal government. This is what I got in the mail today. This is public law from the Congress. This is the Patriot Act, the Patent Patriot Act, and Affordable Care Act. Actually, you know what? I think this is Obamacare. To tell you the truth. Yeah, this is Obamacare because they said that they don't keep the Patriot Act handy. Which you can still download the Patriot Act from if you go to the government's website because they have a public library. This is the National Defensive Act for 2012 that I requested from the United States government. And they spelled my name wrong, by the way. My name is Pachmayer, and they spelled it Tackmeyer. I don't know if they're calling me Tacky for, asking them about things that we're supposed to know. This is what I got here is, I got Legislative Resource House Document Room. This is the card that they sent me. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. Yeah, that's what I got. But nobody, and this is the bill that the government, President Obama did not agree with, but he signed it. So now it's in law to detain American citizens. Now, people also wanted me to talk about the music industry. Now, for the music industry, you do have to make a deal. You don't have to make a deal right away. That's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think you make a deal right away. That's not the case. In 50 Cent's case, Jay-Z's case, Eminem, a lot of people, when you first come out and you start selling CDs, they want you to become a part of the satanic cult, which is the Illuminati. Excuse me. I apologize for doing that. I'm sorry. I just woke up. In order to be in that $50 million club, you gotta do some human sacrifices. Let's look back in the past. Who's died? Look at Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson wanted to be in that $50 million club so bad that she sacrificed her whole family. And the father of her nephew even claimed or accused her of sacrificing her kids. And it was only in one news press. Michael Jordan, he wanted to be in that club so bad he sacrificed his dad. Kanye West produced the song Lucifer for Jay-Z, Devil's Son of the Morning. He sacrificed his mom. Are you getting the point? You have to sacrifice somebody that is close to you in order for you to make money and fortune and fame in this country. I mean, you think all these were accidents? Who dies from just a normal breast surgery? Nobody. At least I haven't. I mean, it could be like a coincidence. There's no coincidences in Hollywood. Why do you think you've seen Jay-Z with Bill Gates? What does Jay-Z, a supposed cocaine dealer who hung around Notorious B.I.G., have anything to do with Bill Gates, President Obama, Harry Kissinger, the Rothschilds? Come on now. And then they busted Irv Gotti, Suge Knight, and Jay Prince because they wanted to come together and make a black distribution label. They wanted to make black music, and what they do, they get set up by the FBI. A lot of people got to understand that the FBI, the CIA, has infiltrated the entertainment industry as well. Death Row Records, Tupac talked about all types of snitches and cops, dirty cops, working for Death Row Records while they were getting drugs. And Tupac did not do any crack. The only thing he did was smoke weed and drink. That's the only illegal drug he's ever done. The only thing he's ever been convicted of was fighting. But the press said that he raped some woman. He didn't rape no woman. She had consensual sex with him. Gave him a blowjob in a bar, which she testified, and it was true. But yet he went to prison for 1.5 to 4.5 years, and that made him call death row Suge Knight. So Suge Knight sacrificed Tupac. You follow me here? There's a pattern. Suge Knight and P. Diddy got together and said, well, you know what? They're worth more dead than they are alive. So they both got shot and killed. And it's been 15 years now. And you're not telling me that those murders have not been solved? They will never be solved. The FBI has a 5,000-page document. I think if you go to the FBI, actually, I'll have to show you this website, or I'll post it on Humans Are Blind. There's a website to where they were tracking all these celebrities. They were tracking Tupac, Jimi Hendrix. They were Michael Jackson, Tupac's mom and dad, because of the Black Panther movement. And then we'll take a look about Lil Wayne. See, when Lil Wayne first started out, a lot of people didn't know that on his very first CD, he didn't want to cuss, because that wasn't him. But now he's supposedly representing Sue Whoop and pretending that he's a blood. But if you go back on YouTube, all this stuff is on YouTube. There was a movie called Crips and Bloods. It talks about making a truce so they can better the community. And he said, in his own words, that he does not know nothing really about the Bloods and Crips. Then why is he promoting that he's a blood? That, to me, that's a fake. It's a fake image. So people will think it's cool to join a gang, and then what that does, that will keep the inner city or the ghetto running. You have to keep the ghetto running. Without a ghetto, the police and the SWAT team, the FBI and the government, they have total control of us. And then, speaking of the entertainment industry, Jay-Z, who do you sacrifice? You sacrifice his nephew. Beyonce, she hasn't sacrificed anybody yet, but I'm sure it's coming. You follow me? Go be somebody either close to her or not close to her. Die for various reasons. Pimp C, he started talking about homosexuality and all the gay people behind the scenes, and he gets found with the overdose in his hotel apartment. Paul Gray, who's a big heavy metal music influence in Slipknot, the very last song they did was letting us know that Satan was here and that he was in control of things. And by contrary, they're not a satanic band. If you actually listen to the lyrics, they're actually calling out to God to come down to heaven to help us out right now. Because we're in the last days right now. We are. And I mean, you just gotta research all this. Like Aaliyah, the reason she unfortunately she knew about the Bahamut and the signs that you have to put up in your music. In order to get famous, you have to agree to put satanic messages in your music. Whether it's hate, whether it's killing people, whether it's gang violence, whether it's raping women, raping kids. If you don't believe me, listen to the song Monster by Jay-Z, Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, and Rick Ross. Rick Ross is dressed as the devil sitting on a throne. He only had one verse. And what was he doing there? He was just representing the devil. Did you hear Jay-Z's verse? He said that he's having dreams of raping women and raping kids. Why are we allowing this to happen? I mean, why ever since Eminem started speaking out with the song called Not Afraid, and he's barely on any music awards. His CD Held the sequel was way better than Watch the Throne, but it wasn't promoted. but it wasn't promoted like Watch the Throne. Are you following me here? There's rumors that Jay-Z had there's rumors that Jay-Z's either a cop or a snitch. Rick Ross. How's Rick Ross a thug when he was a correctional officer? Alright? Are you following me here? They are portraying the fakest images you can ever have in the music industry. But yet we're supporting them like they're gods. They are not gods. They're just people like us. Britney Spears wanted to get away. She shaved her head. And they called her crazy. You know what Dave Chappelle said? Dave Chappelle said as soon as you call somebody crazy, that's dismissive. So you don't understand that person. You call them crazy. Britney Spears is under heavy mind control and MK Ultra. Look up that. Look up Project Monarch. Look at the CIA drug trafficking. Look up the Franklin cover-up. Look up the CIA in the 90s and 80s and 90s having cocaine money in the World Bank. Look at that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look up Bohemian Grove. Look up Skull and Bones. Look up Project Bloombeam, the Georgia Guidestones. All this stuff is not just a coincidence, and it's not a conspiracy anymore. The conspiracy is real, so I'm not calling myself a conspiracy theorist. My name is called Truth Seeker, because I seek the truth, and I try to get it out to people. This is why I'm making videos. This is why I am who I am. Alright? So this is Brett Packmeyer signing off. Again, I got my documents here from the National Defensive Act. The only thing they ever gave me about, they said that I have to call back later because it's not fully developed yet. But they only gave me this. And this is, right here, if you can see it. That is the new anti-terror law for restricted buildings acts that will give you a felony if you protest against the government or anywhere the government or the Secret Service is, even though if you're on the sidewalk or anything else. It'll be a second-class felony, and you'll be in the system. So look up that stuff. Look up about 9/11. 9/11 was an inside job by the United States government. A week prior to 9/11, the owner of that building took out $100 million. It was either $100 million or $100 billion policy, insurance policy, saying that or requesting that to include terrorism. What happened a week later? We already know what happened a week later. 9/11 happened. And 9/11, and Prince knew it. Prince knew it. All his concerts in the end of the 1990s and 1998, nobody knew what he was talking about. He said, Osama bin Laden ready to bomb. I gotta go home. Osama bin Laden ready to bomb. Osama bin Laden, I'm sorry, has been dead probably about 10 or 15 years now. Because when the FBI went and see him on dialysis, you're not on dialysis unless you're about to die. So this is Brett Packmeyer once again signing off. I'll be making another video. I'm not sure about tonight, but I know for sure tomorrow. So catch me on Humans Are Blind. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Brett Wayne Packmeyer. That's Brett Wayne. I hope you know how to spell Wayne. It's Wayne. My last name is Packmeyer. Pachmayer. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Thank you.